Hi there, we're in Częstochowa, Poland, and you're watching Cycling Maven channel. Yeah!
G'day, you're absolutely cracking humans. It's Thursday here in Melbourne and we're actually at Ballarat out at Buninyong, and this is the week of the Australian Championships, Road Championships. They had the Criterium Championship last night, which Caleb Ewan won, and we've got the time trial on today. So I'm heading down the hill now. This is the Buninyong Hill. This is where they're going to be racing up in the road race on Sunday. But I'm heading down the hill now. I'm going to get a GoPro on Nick Squileri's bike. He's got Miles Scottson behind him and a few other hitters sitting behind him, so there is a chance they could catch him. There's only a minute between each rider, but let's head down there and have a chat with a few good humans. Good work, boys. Push hard. Good work, chaps. Aim for at least 300 watts as you're going downhill.
Yep.
What's the story there? I mean, everyone would think that you'd smash it downhill. Why 300?
Because it's just so much harder on the. So we're going to have a headwind back.
Yep.
So you can't really cook yourself on the out leg to begin with, and you've got the main drag up, and then you've still got 7Ks after you hit the top of the main KOM to come home. So at some point I'm going to need some recovery. I can't sit on 380 the whole way, or else I'd be world tour.
All right. So where are we going to put the GoPros?
Well, we're going to have one behind me because I will get caught.
So one under the seat.
One under the seat because yeah, there should be a couple of guys. Hepburn, who I'm certain will be on the podium. I don't know if he'll come close to knocking Rowan off. He might be a bit too heavy.
Okay.
So Hepburn will catch me. Scottson should, and possibly Durbo, who's 3 minutes behind me. So, you know, I'm getting caught by the cream of the crop, really.
So Reese has just rocked up. You're the support for the big fella today in the car, but
Yep.
he was saying you've had a major operation, which, looking at the scar I just looked at, it's a major operation.
Yeah, it is.
Talk us through it. I mean, how did this come about? Is it congenital or was it an accident?
It's basically a combination of cycling position and bad luck, really. They don't really know 100% what causes it.
Yeah.
But you end up with a stiffening in the arterial wall of your iliac artery, which is the main artery that feeds your left and right legs.
Okay.
And they basically go in, do some plumbing, make it a bit bigger, and you have to spend a lot of time on the couch.
Did they have to put a stent or anything in there to make
No,
it?
they can't put a stent in because then you can't bend over and ride a bike.
Is that
So
right?
they have to actually take some of your vein and then slice the artery open and stitch the vein into it to make it bigger.
Unbelievable. So how long ago was this?
I had it done on the 20th of September and I had my first day where I was allowed to ride hard yesterday.
Awesome.
So a few months.
You'll be back, eh? Do they reckon you'll be back 100%?
Well, that first day you're allowed to ride hard is when you find out if it's been successful, and my leg worked, so.
Oh, that's
Fingers
awesome,
crossed.
dude. Yeah, good stuff. Well done. Brendan Canty's just about to. Brendan's wearing his new kit, and he's just about to start. He's lined up now.
Brendan Canty, he has emerged in the space of just 3 years.
All right, Nick is just about to start. He's on the gate now.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a tailwind. You end up going really, really quick on the way out, and you feel like you're going like really badly on the way back in.
Yeah.
But even if you're on an absolute blinder and having a fantastic day, it just plays on your mind because you've got that headwind. It's generally uphill on the way back. It's very hard to fall in the trap of thinking you're not going well when you're actually having a really good day. So you've got to lay back off the wheel a bit more than you want to, because you want to watch him up close, but you got to give him some space so you can get the advantage of that tailwind.
Okay. So Nick just dropped his chain. I reckon it took about 15 seconds or thereabout to get him back on the road. But we were just discussing, we actually think it might have cost him a little bit more time, yeah?
Yeah, so the time he was stopped was 15 seconds, but once you factor in the time of slowing down to that stop and then getting back going again and settling again into your rhythm, the time loss can generally be quite a bit more. For example, Rowan Dennis at the Olympics was stopped for 10 or 12 seconds getting a new bike, and they reckon it cost him 50 seconds to a minute in actual race time. We've got another about a K and a bit.
Okay. Oh.
And it's very slippery here.
He just crashed. He just crashed.
He's about to drop his chain.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it snapped through there. Holy shit.
And melted tar.
Unmelted tar, yeah.
I know. Even with the drop chain, I know I was ahead of last year.
Yeah, mate, you were doing it all right.
Yeah, that was fine.
So to that point, you were ahead.
Even with the drop chain.
Just got back to the start-finish line, but Nick is absolutely devastated. You can imagine a lot of training, a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy goes into preparing for an event like this, and to have a situation where you lose the front wheel on the tarmac is just absolutely devastating. So it was disappointing for us all in the car to watch it, wasn't it?
It was pretty tough to watch. Like, there's not really any words you can say to make it any better either.
No.
You kind of just got to sit there and feel awkward while it happens.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's pretty cut up, isn't he?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. He'll eventually take the positive out of it that even though he had that mechanical, he was going much better than last year. Yeah. And he'll be able to use that and take that into the next race. But for the moment, it's just, you can't really see that yet.
That's right, yeah.
It's just pain.
Mate, you were flying. Absolutely flying out there, weren't you?
Didn't feel good.
Didn't feel good?
No.
But you definitely won it, yeah?
Durbridge second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Was the heat get to you?
The headwind back.
Yeah, headwind back?
Yeah. Didn't really control the first half, huh?
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
How was it out there?
It was hot and hard, and new experience, long TT.
Long TT, headwind hard?
Headwind was hard on the way home.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my best. I was going solid to the turnaround, but first time in my whole career I've ever been caught in a time trial, and I didn't like it too much. So.
Really?
do some hard work this season and come back next year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Nice
You're gonna head down. Just follow me, mate.
I'll get a Fanta, so I'm going to spill that. I won't spill it.
Welcome back to the vlog.
Thank you. Well, 55 minutes later, I'm not feeling the best, but not too disappointed actually with that time trial. So for me, it was about the process of getting out there and doing it properly, you know, doing the warm-up, putting a skin suit on, wearing the aero helmet, focusing on all the technical things that goes with the time trial, because I've done a few of them, but I've never done anything that's that long.
Yeah.
And overall, I think with my position in the form, it wasn't too bad.
All right, so where to now for you from here?
Well, the road race obviously on Sunday, and I think for me, that's something that I could go really well in, and that's probably been the focus for me. But in terms of the team, Cannondale Draft Packet to the Tour Down Under, and then onwards to Cadel Evans Road Race, and that'll be my World Tour debut for the team.
Awesome. All right, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
I'm now DS along with the Draft Pack Pats Veg Boys, so yeah, really looking forward to the whole year with them. But such a good group of guys. So and also it's cool that we get to work with the Cannondale lads as well. So hanging out with Brendan today in the car and watching how it's done out there. I didn't envy him one bit, I must say.
Have you ever done a time trial this long before?
No, never. I was saying to Brendan earlier, I did the under 23s the first year I was under 23. Never again. Just shut it down and gone, nah, not for me. Belting myself for an hour out there when you're going against the world's best guys. I'm like, at best I might get a top 20, so I was just like, so much pain for no chance, or at least in a roadie, if you play your cards right, you never know what can happen.
So so you're going to keep riding now that you're doing this job, and what's happening for you? You're going to still
I'm actually going all in for Sunday, so in theory that's my retirement race, but I think I'll still be a regular at Kew and Glenvale and that. I just love riding and love my bike too much to just shut it down and just stop. But hopefully I can sort of pass on a bit of wisdom and all the mistakes I've made over the years to the younger boys and stop them from making it along the track and help them along the way, but still, of course, enjoy riding my bike. My dad's 71, he's still doing about 400k a week, so realistically I think I'll be ticking along for a little while longer.
All right, so do we all know this guy? I think we all know this guy, don't we? It's been a while, brother.
I'm hungry.
Give me some. There you go, mate.
I'm good. I'm a bit warm here today.
It is hot
So
up today,
I'm
isn't
having
it?
lunch. This is the cyclist lunch.
Is it? We actually haven't had lunch yet, have we?
I haven't had lunch. Well, I'm out
We're going to fade away if we don't eat.
I know.
Bakery.
Yeah.
Best bakery in Buninyong.
Really?
Might be the only bakery in Buninyong, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
Coffee's good.
All right, well, it's not like, as you guys know, it's not like I need food, is it? Look at you, my little videographer.